Back in November of 2021, Mark Willett, a member of our tribe, in a Friday Zoom call, said to me, he says, "It's Kerry, it's time to get out of the market. The market's going to crash." Now, understand, Mark's been in the security industry for some 41 years, and I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. I made note of it. And then he came back to me about 6 months later. He and Drew had been working on a swing trading platform, and he said, "I want to introduce this to our tribe." And so over those 6 months, he has. And I want to share with you that they have achieved a annualized rate of return now ranging from 34.8 to 41.28% return. Yeah, that's right, an annualized return. Now, it depends, the variance on that depends on the amount of money that you put into the program. So this past week, I asked Drew to give me a summary that I could share with you so that you could see what kind of rate of return, and that I could explain to you how it worked, and you could make a sound decision. Is this something you want to get involved in? Now, you understand, for me, it has to be pretty basic. I don't want big blue sky numbers. I have to understand it. It has to be able for me to translate it onto an Excel spreadsheet and to come to some understanding. So that's what I'm going to share with you today, as to how they are achieving 34.8 to 41.28 annualized return on their trading platform.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
These are the numbers that they shared with me, Drew and Mark, and I brought it over to my Excel spreadsheet so that I could interpret it a bit better. And what you see is this starts on December the 27th, 2022, when they bought some Marathon shares at $130.78. And then they met the 10 criteria that Mark sets up on his watch list, and they make a purchase, okay? And Mark explains that in the tutorials very, very clearly as to how it works. And then they've gone down and they've basically followed through January, that buying 100 shares in each of these stocks and trading them and holding them anywhere from here 1 day to I saw one, I think it was 18 days. That one's 15. They trade based upon the 10 indicators that Mark puts out. Now, what he does is he gives the participant alerts in the morning. He sets up stop loss orders and walks them through and trains them how to do all this, and then comes up with the results. So in January, based on 100 shares of these stocks, they made $3,281. February got a little bit better, $2,109. March, $3,689. And halfway through April, you can see they're up to $2,271. So I looked at this and I said, I'm sorry, I just can't digest it. Okay? So what I did then was say, okay, how much money do you have to have invested at any given time in this program to achieve in April $2,271 of return as we're halfway through the month? And so what I then did was go through these and look at the stock prices and create another spreadsheet that helped me determine that in order to achieve this, what they are saying here, realized profits year to date are $11,350. That's good, except how much do I have to have invested to achieve that? And what I realized and came to a conclusion is you're going to have $100,000 available to achieve that $11,350 through from the 1st of January through the 16th of April. So then what I did was add to that and say, okay, in fact, yesterday I watched a movie called The American Hustle. Terrific movie. Stars Christian Bale and Amy Adams as the two stars, and then it also has Bradley Cooper and several other people that are really fun in the movie. And in this movie, it's about Bradley and Christian and Amy doing a scam, and they made a statement that really rang with me, and it said, how much do I have to put in, and what do I get to take out? And their scam basically was, put $5,000 in and we'll get you $50,000 worth of capital to that will be invested in your project. So 5,000 in, 50,000 out. So what I wanted to do then was go to if you're going to put 100,000 in and you make $3,500 on a monthly basis, because that's what that number comes out to, but it costs you $60 a month, how much are you taking out? So on the $100,000 in, you're taking out $3,444, or your monthly average rate of return is 3.44. Annualize that, multiply that times 12, and your annualized rate of return is 41.28%. Now, if you only have $50,000 to put into the program, you still are paying $60 a month. So your annualized rate of return now comes down to 40.56. If coming all the way down that I've only got $10,000 to put into this program, and I'm going to earn $3,500, but it's going to cost me $60 a month. Now I've got a $290 profit per month, or a 2.9% monthly return, an annualized return of 34.8. So that makes sense to me. Okay, putting all these numbers in front of me and saying, okay, yeah, we had a realized profit of $11,500. Okay, on what? On $1 million? Well, that's not so great. But on 100,000, okay, I understand that. What does it cost? $60 a month. Okay, I understand that. So that's how it works. Now, what Drew also wanted me to share with you is how they determine on charts and graphs as to how to get in and how to get out. So let me share that, but I don't want to muddle it too much for you. I want you to understand, based on what you have to invest, and let's start at $10,000. If you have $10,000 a month, you can expect, based on our history year to date, to gain a 2.9% return on a monthly basis, annualized at 34.8. Is that better than the S&P 500? Yes, it is. Is there some work involved in it? Yes, there is. Is it an ETF? No, it is not. You have to learn the skills to make a 34.8% return. We have a number of people doing it, and quite honestly, I think it's a no-brainer. I'm a little dumbfounded that we don't have 10,000 people rushing at our doors and saying, can I be a part of this? And can you teach me how to do this skill? I guess it's kind of like the Bible. I can either give you a fish and you can eat for a day, or I can teach you a skill and you can earn for a lifetime. So let me show you a little more detail on this, and I hope this will help you make a good investment decision.
Along with the watch list, we also have a horizon list that we share every week, which will be the 10 stocks selected out of the 1,000 stocks that have been analyzed by Mark that match the indicators except for 1 or 2 that we are waiting to see if it confirms. And the most amazing part about the horizon list is that we have the possibility to find the trade when it is actually starting to turn in a bullish momentum. So again, if you are interested in these trades, please make sure you check the link in the description below. Now the first stock that I wanted to share is Dow Incorporated, ticker symbol DOW, and as you can see in the table, Dow was first shared by Mark on the 28th of March at $52.91. It would be right here on the graph, and ever since it was listed on the watch list, Mark always follows up on the stock mostly every day, sharing his chart analysis, where the stock is regarding the support and resistance level, and share with the members on what price to keep an eye on just in case the members would want to take some profits or set stop losses to protect their trades from huge losses. Now, once his indicators point out to a sell signal, he shares the sell alert as soon as possible to the members, as you can see here. Where in the case of Dow, the sell alert for half the position was sent out on April 4th at $56, gaining 5.84% or making $154.50 with trading only 50 shares. And then on April 12th, there was another sell alert at $57.70, which was right before the stock came down and gave us approximately $240 gain with the remaining 50 shares. So if you were in this trade with only 100 shares, you would have made around $400 following Mark's guidances. Now, our second trade for the week was Berkshire Hathaway B, ticker symbol BRK.B. Berkshire Hathaway B was first shared on the horizon list on March 27th when the stock price was at $298.92. Now, as you can see in the graph, the stock did a pretty great job after it was listed, and as usual, Mark has been following up on the stock every day, and the first sell alert was sent out to sell half the position at $312.34, where the price hit the top of the Bollinger Band, which is the indicator that Mark takes care of and just shares the results. And if you started the position when the stock was first shared, you would have made over $670 trading just 50 shares of the stock. Now then, on the 14th, there was another sell alert selling another half of what was in the trade at $320.70, where again you would have made another $544.50, this time with only 25 shares. So with this trade, we could have made over $1,200 by just trading 75 shares and still have 25 shares in the trade since the momentum of the stock is still in its uptrend. But of course, if there are any additional sell signals that are triggered, Mark will make sure that the Platinum members are noticed right away. Again, I want to make it clear that this is not financial advice, but we are doing all the work for the members and sharing all the resources in order to help our members make better decisions and make money on their trades, as well as protecting them from huge losses. So again, if you are interested in these swing trade updates, daily ticker suggestions, educational content, and live Q&A with Mark on a weekly basis, make sure you join our Platinum member in the description below so that we can make it through this tough market together. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the weekly Zoom call so we could share great insights together. Thank you very much, and see you all on our next update video.
So there you have it. You have Kerry's simple version, interpretation, break it down to basics, and then you have Drew's in-depth look. Now, on top of that, you're going to get Mark. So what you're getting here is the efforts of a channel that is working to help you make better investment decisions. I go out and hire these people because they have skills. They have talents that I don't have. And what I have recognized, I remember I read a book by, I believe it was Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, and they both have said the key to success is to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. Now, that's what I'm trying to do by building this tribe, building this organization, Best of Us Investors, so that you can make better investment decisions. The next step I'm going to take you to is where I made my living, and that is to make good financial decisions, to create a financial plan, understand your financial plan, implement your financial plan, and then achieve your financial goals. That's going to be probably launched sometime in June. I hope this helps clarify to you that there are multiple ways to make money through investing. And if you can put a team around you to help you make good decisions, you will succeed. Now, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial planner, a CFP, a CHFC, and a CLU, and I've got a bunch of smart people working with me. Hope that helps you make a better decision. Talk to you again tomorrow.